Welcome to the spot, the place where lifestyle and real estate meets. We are going to the grocery store to get some ingredients to make a dish called butternut squash, which is one of my grandmother's #1 sought after dishes for Thanksgiving. She's actually been gone from us a year now, and the holidays have been hard without her, and I actually haven't really been cooking since then because she's the one who literally taught me almost everything I know in the kitchen, and so it's been hard to get back in there without her. But I'm going to take you with me. We're going to pick up the ingredients, and we're going to make it together so I can share this tradition with you. And that brings a smile to my face that I get to pass on something that her and I used to love to do together. So ready? Let's go. This part here is the hardest part of the entire dish. Is actually just cutting the butternut squash. I'm using a knife that my grandma has used over the years, and it'd probably be a little easier if I used a knife that was sharpened, but since this is what she always used, I'm going to use this too. You're going to cut the butternut squash, and you want it to be about 1.5 inches or so thick, so that when you boil them, it doesn't disintegrate when you put them in the oven to bake them. So that's what we're doing here. As you cut open the butternut squash, you'll notice one side will have seeds in it. You want to remove all of the seeds and all of the stringiness that's attached to it. You want the inside to be nice and clean. while you're peeling and cutting up the butternut squash, you want to have a big pot of water on the stove boiling so that once you're finished, you can go directly to boiling them. And this is about four large butternut squashes. So you're going to boil them for about 25 to 30 minutes. You want the fork to be able to go through them, but you don't want them to fall apart because remember, we still have to put them in the oven. You've seen me pierce them with the knife and it came out smooth and it didn't disintegrate. That is the doneness that you're looking for. You're going to drain them. Make sure you get all the water out, as much water as you can, before transferring them into a baking dish. Doesn't have to be a silver pan like this, but one that will hold an even layer. You don't want them on top of each other too much either. Now, when it comes to seasoning, I just do it to taste. I will say it takes a lot of sugar to get them sweet. So you will see me use a lot of sugar and you'll also see me tasting the juice to see if it's to my likeness. You'll notice that once you add the sugar, it'll begin to make a syrup. And if you're familiar with making candied yams or sweet potatoes, it's kind of the same routine. After you seasoned it, place it in an oven at 350 degrees. Here, it's been in the oven for about 30 minutes, and I'm just turning it over. You're also going to taste the liquid to make sure it's still sweet enough so you know what it tastes like hot. And you're going to cook that down and let it cook for about an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours. After 2 hours, you're done, and this is the final result.